winners of 4 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Penn State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both... defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these... are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Higgins. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped in the
That play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Ford finds his man on the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
To the air, it's Higgins. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. No-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
And we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field is Higgins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. Now the toss. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. The give from the gun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Follow the block. The offensive... will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's got an open man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure.
And this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end now in motion. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And they're able to make the tackle. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to...
Turning it on! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time.
Just steal steamrolling the defense. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. He'll set up to throw. This time it's complete. And they swarm him under. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's LeBoy. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. On the ground, it's Everett. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Off play action. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Higgins. Got the back over the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Takes it from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And it's clear, The aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Lions will boot it away to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This dude is wreaking havoc, flying around on defense, spoiling game plans, and upholding the great legacy of Penn State linebackers.
There's just not very many teams in the country that when you say linebackers, you think of Micah Parsons and Navarro Bowman and LeVar Arrington. I mean, the list goes on and on. They just find guys like this that are special, that can do special things.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need...
There he goes! Got enough for the 1st. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense is...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense...
Breaks into the open. Got him up for the first down. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Direct snap. Finding open areas. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Thanks to grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Got it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane. Got enough space. Touchdown, Penn State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Everett. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The inside handoff. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. The Penn State D-line just dominating this football.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
The number one goal for this defense coming into this game was shut this running back down. And I got to be honest, there were a lot of people on the outside didn't think they could get it done, but they're proving everybody wrong. Tremendous effort. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. This guy's one of the best in the nation. He's had zero impact in this game.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. Oh, bounces over the top. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Northern Illinois. Any big developments here on the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. So now it's second and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Gives it on the option. What a cut. Now he's loose. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here we go. They'll give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to back on the option, the give. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And some room to work. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Gonna run it. It's Everett. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.